What's going on, Moon Gang? Let's talk about what happened in the stock market today on Wednesday, March 3rd. In this video, I'll be giving you a very quick update of what's going on in the public portfolio. I'll be talking about, of course, some of our favorite stocks, Gamestop, AMC, rocket companies. I'll be sharing some of my newest positions. I'll be laying out some of the technical price levels that I'll be looking at when the market opens back up tomorrow. And I'll kind of just give you my general thesis of what's going on in the stock market right now. Of course, before we hop into GameStop, looking pretty positive. AMC kind of flat on the day. Before we get into all this, let's quickly go over the portfolio. So today, the portfolio lost $2.5 thousand. Right now, it is sitting at 12,000. I didn't sell anything in this portfolio. Actually, I didn't sell anything at all. I bought something in my Webull portfolio. I still have the GME calls. I'm looking to get out of these if we see a nice spike in GME tomorrow because they expire on Friday. I still have my rocket calls, my other rocket calls, the AMC calls, and of course my AMC and GME shares. I have not sold anything. I very, very, very much wish I got out of rocket yesterday. A lot of you telling me I should have. I guess I was being a little bit too stubborn. It's now a loser play for me. I don't know what's going on. I was being too optimistic. I wanted it to run. I still don't think that it's a distraction, but I should have listened to all of you to take profits. Definitely my mistake. But as I was saying, to talk about what was going on in the other portfolio, I was talking about this a decent amount on stream today. When I saw weakness in the overall market, the S&P 500 here, I decided to hedge it going down. I have quite a few shares of Tesla in my private portfolio. So to hedge that, I actually bought 2 Tesla puts. I'll throw those up on the screen so you can see it. But basically, I bought 2 puts. The strike price on Tesla is $625, expiration date of March 19th. I picked these up at $21.45. As of the market close, they're trading at $29.49. So this means that I'm up $1,800 on it. So really, if you take that gain into account with 2 days loss, I'm really down about $600 on the day. Obviously, I don't want to be down, but it's not as bad as it looks. And I'll explain my thought process for that in just a bit, but I know a lot of you are tuning into this video to specifically see what's going on with GameStop, AMC, and Rocket. So let's start off with GameStop because it is definitely moving after hours. GameStop, obviously the original meme stop, roaring kitty. We are diamond handing it, holding it to the moons. I really, really like this action in post market. So GameStop, which trades in the ticker GME, closed the day out at 124, which was a gain of 5%. But as I'm filming this, it's trading at 127, an additional gain of 2.5%. Thus far in 2021, it's up a ridiculous 560%. Has to make you laugh. So after, from a technical perspective, after this trend line breakout, which is a pretty bullish move that didn't get rejected on it and sell off, it's kind of traded sideways all day, but now I'm liking this action post market. So really what I'll be looking for was like, of course I'm happy it got above this trend line, but to me, this real test is at this first level of resistance at 135. Really, there's a region of resistance between 134 and 137. So watch that tomorrow. If we get above that, I really think that the next stop is 160. And if things get absolutely bonkers, the next stop is 184. The bottom of this gap region. Overall, my big goal for GameStop is all the way up to 212, but I don't think that'll be happening tomorrow. I would love for it to happen tomorrow, but I think there's a fair amount of resistance between there and now. So they would have to be a lot of bullish momentum. On the downside, if GameStop is rejected here, there is support at 112, another one at 114, and then there's a strong region of support between 91 and 100. And just if you're new to the channel, when I'm saying support and resistance, when I say support, I just mean an area that the stock has been rejected off, has bounced off of in the past. And when I say resistance, I mean a price level that the stock has been rejected by in the past. These are important because in the world of the stock market and stock trading, resistance likes to act as resistance in the future. Support likes to act as support in the future, and they can even switch. So once we get above a resistance, that can then act as support. And once we break below a support, it can then act as resistance. So it's very, very important to do some basic technical analysis because, I mean, even look at this. When I mapped out 135, support turned into an area consolidation. Then it was resistance. And no technical analysis indicator will ever be perfect, but it can really help you make some better trading decisions that help you optimize your risk to reward. So to sum up GameStop, it was a positive day. I mean, I'll take any green days we can get at this point, because the more surely and slowly that we grind up, it'll put more and more pain on the shorts. So I'm here all for it. The first thing I'm watching tomorrow is this 135 technical resistance. All right, let's switch it over to AMC. Little bit different, similar chart, obviously, still trading sideways. To be fair, the past really 3 days, 4 days have been pretty boring. I'm still looking for it to hold this support at 840. Past 840, we have $8 to 790. So we're looking for this to hold. And in terms of a technical breakout, I'm watching this trend line. Depending on how quickly this breakout plays, it'll be right around $9.25-ish. Obviously, $9 has acted as hardcore resistance, rejected there today, yesterday, previously. It was resistance and support, resistance back here on February 26th. Something is going on at $9. Not only is it technical resistance slash support right now, is acting as resistance, but it's also a key psychological level that a lot of people are happy to take profits off of, or they're using it as a point of resistance. So watch $9, then watch this breakout. Past there, clear sailing all the way up to the region between 975 and 1010. And just so you know, my ultimate goal in the medium term on AMC is 1291. That would be the equivalent medium goal of Gamestop to 212. Once again, is my medium term goal, just so everyone knows. In terms of support, 840, then we have 790. But really, as you can see on the bottom here, the volume's kind of drying up. We definitely want more volume. Similar pattern in GameStop. Volume's been drying up. So both of these, we just need the interest to pick up in them. I think it can happen. I'm not saying that it's likely that these get squeezed, but I'm also not saying that the chance of the squeeze is 0%. We're playing it day by day, and we're watching these technical levels. Don't forget that AMC does have an earnings announcement on March 10th. And with GME, there's a lot of suspicion that that week of March 19th leading up to it, there could be a lot of action that could be beneficial to a short squeeze. So let's see how those two play out. So now let's go over to the one that lost me a lot of money today, and a lot of people told me I should have gotten out of, and I truly wish that I listened to you. Rocket shot up yesterday, had a high of 45.50, then it sold off. I mean, I'm at the point where I'm throwing a Hail Mary play. I'm hoping that the RSI is so oversold that we bounce back. I would love to recoup some of my losses, even around here, 34, 35. Let's see what happens. I know in the Moon Gang Discord, there was some posts about some solid due diligence on rocket companies. Because it was down so much today, it's definitively in SSR, so it will be harder to short it tomorrow. So I'm looking for that, but same thing, like the volume's drying up. I don't know. I'm using, what is this, 2675, and then also the bottom of the gap at 2450. This is my support region. If it falls below 2450, I definitively have to get out. After that, it's just an even worse trade, and we're starting off pretty bad at a worse trade. So that's what I'll be watching. I'm looking for a breakout of 30, 34, 40 if I get lucky. I don't know. I'm not happy about this trade. I'm just trying to salvage what I can of it. So now, more importantly, well, I want to talk to you what's going on in the overall market of really why I need to buy some Tesla puts today. But let's do a quick recap on Bitcoin. Bitcoin holding 50,000. It's actually trading close to 51. Rejected at 52.5. So watch that for a breakout. Look for support to be found at 50,000 key psychological level. Ethereum, same shape. Dogecoin, actually the same shape. So crypto, I'm a long-term investor in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Definitively, I'm excited for where these things are going to go. Just so you know my thoughts on Bitcoin at this moment. But anyway, let's have a quick talk about what's going on in the overall market. This is in the S&P 500, which is an ETF, stands for Exchange Traded Fund. And basically, you could think of it as a basket that tracks 500 of the largest companies in the U.S. Stock market. Some of the popular ones, Microsoft, Apple, Tesla is a recent addition to it. But anyway, for the longest time, it was trading in this upward channel. And in the world of technical analysis, we call these upward channels bear flags. You heard me right, bear flags. And that's because they commonly break downward. Granted, it has broken down 1, 2, 3 times before and gotten right into it. I tried to buy some S&P 500 puts on this day, and then I got scared out the next day when it got pushed back into it. It also had to do with the Fed chair saying some pretty positive things. He got people excited, but it broke down again, tried to get back up into it again, and then this time it failed. So when I saw weakness here, I didn't want to buy S&P 500 puts again just because I've gotten burned on them so many times. So I was thinking, how can I hedge some of my important big positions? And I own a lot of Tesla shares. So to hedge those Tesla shares in this time of weakness, especially because it could not recapture 700 today, really 695, I decided to buy those Tesla puts that I'm up $1,800 on, $1,900. So it's just a hedge because as this continues to go down, I'm losing money in all of my Tesla shares. So I'm basically just looking to ride this down to this region of support between 600 and 615. That's my target. I am being cognizant of the fact that the RSI is getting pretty low. So I think a bounce, there's a really good chance of it happening in this area. My ideal situation as of now is to ride these Tesla puts down to 600, 615, and then buy Tesla calls and then ride Tesla all the way back up. Once again, as of now, this is my hedge against the overall market selling off and specifically my Tesla shares because I'm seeing some negative things. I mean, back to the S&P 500. This is a heavy looking chart. It really looks like it might want to dump to the region between 675, 676. I'm in no way calling for doomsday. I'm really calling for a healthy correction. We can even check out the Qs, QQQ. This is the NASDAQ 100. It's basically just a tech specific ETF. Once again, it broke this support at 312 today. Looks like it might be coming back to this region of support between 297 and 303. It's important to know what's going on in the overall market, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, the Russell 2000, because they act as a barometer for the individual stocks that we have. For example, it is way easier for GME, AMC, and RKT to squeeze if the overall market's doing well. You're basically dealing with headwinds and tailwinds. And right now, with these overall indices falling, they are acting as headwinds for these other ones to potentially squeeze. That doesn't mean it's impossible. It's just like an extra headwind. I just want you guys to be aware of that new position today. But overall, tomorrow, all eyes are basically still on GME. I'm very excited. As I'm filming this, I really like what I'm seeing in GME. I mean, it came all the way up to 130. Right now, it's at 126. So tomorrow looks like it could be a pretty exciting day for GameStop. AMC, whoa, what was going on here? It looks like it had a bid that went through at 882, 871 right now. It looks like tomorrow, I mean, today was kind of sad. I was crying a bit on the inside, but it looks like we could be setting up for an interesting Thursday, March 3rd, which hopefully leads to an even better day when options expire on March 5th. I would love to know your opinion on all of this. What do you think is going on with GameStop, AMC? What do you think about my temporary short position through puts on Tesla? And what do you think about what's going on in the overall market? Let me know in a comment below. And don't forget that if you want 2 free stocks, sign up to Webull below. Once you sign up, you get a free stock. When you deposit $100, you get another free stock. And if you're looking to invest in Bitcoin/Ethereum, I highly recommend BlockFi. There's that link below. Depending on how much you deposit, you can get up to $250 free of Bitcoin. So we're talking free Bitcoin and we're talking free stocks. Definitely check out those links below. But from me, the chair, and the duck shirt, I wish you the best of luck in the market ahead. And don't forget, we will be live streaming every day, Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. So I hope to see you there. Thank you.